Around the province, kids of all ages, their parents and teachers are getting ready for back to school. And while it's busy in every school district, some are bursting at the seams, others need teachers, and students need support. Here to discuss this upcoming school year is Education Minister Rachna Signh. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. Good morning.
Good morning to you. Now, there is some concern from the BC Teachers Federation that there's a possible shortage of teachers. Are they correct? And what is the province doing to bolster classrooms with instructors?
I'm really excited. The schools are going to open next week. We are ready to welcome students back to schools. So are the school districts. They are working really hard. For the teacher shortage, I would say that we are dealing with the labor shortage. It's a global phenomenon that we have seen in the last few years. And K-12 sector is also part of this. We have been working with our education partners, including BC Teachers Federation, looking at strategies, how we can resolve this issue. But for next week, I can say that every school is getting ready to welcome students, and schools will be opening up. But looking at the strategies in the long run, how to deal with it, how to deal with the teacher shortage. Since we formed the government, we have added more than 250 teacher training seats. We know that teaching is a great profession. We want more and more people to join it. So we are working, we are taking this quite seriously, working very closely with our education partners, and we'll continue to work with them how to resolve this issue.
Well, yes, it is concerning, especially with BC's population growing. We need more teachers as well. We need classrooms. So in trying to figure out how to get more teachers, how is the province going to figure out how to get more schools in a timely fashion? We do keep seeing portables popping up everywhere. Most people are not fans of those. They want their children in a proper classroom with a teacher. What is the province planning for the future when it comes to new schools?
We have, since 2017, made education a priority. I personally believe that every student should have a safe, modern classroom to go back to. And we are really, really proud of our BC's education system, which is one of the best in the world. For the capital projects, like for the new schools, since 2017, we have invested more than $3.9 billion in capital projects, whether those are new schools, those are additions or seismic upgrades. But at the same time, we also know that more and more people are choosing to come to British Columbia. And especially in the last 2 years, we have seen the unprecedented growth. We are also aware that many school districts are facing the enrollment pressure. So we are working very closely with those school districts. In fact, before the schools shut down, we had a very constructive meetings with a number of school districts, how to resolve this issue, how to even look out of the box, looking at the concept of urban schools, how we can reduce the timelines, the building timelines, like the timelines in which the school is built or an expansion is done. Also, looking at some proactive ideas. So we know that the growth is happening, and how we can secure land in advance, so that we don't have to scramble later on when the growth is already there, with housing and all the infrastructures, other infrastructure developments that are happening. So a lot of things in work, but I just want to say exciting time for myself as a Ministry of Education, as well as the school districts, as we welcome students back next week, but also looking at the challenges, whether those are the enrollment challenges, looking at those issues very carefully.
Finally, Minister, I wanted to ask you about one of the other challenges that's very important, impacts a significant number of children, and that is learning disabilities, in particular dyslexia. The BC School Trustees Association and BC Confederation of Parent Advisory Councils have apparently passed motions earlier this year for the need to have dyslexia policy and funding put towards it. Is this on your radar, and will the government commit to funding?
Every student, whatever their ability is, should get the resources in our school system. That is the commitment of the Ministry of Education. I know that the school districts put the resources, make sure that their student population is fully supported, and we are in constant touch with the school districts that this is happening, and this is. This is for all students, whatever their ability is. And this is what our commitment is, that every student, irrespective of what their abilities, is getting the education, getting the support that is needed. And this is what I would like to tell every parent, that this is what we are committed to, and we'll continue to work with the school districts and our education partners, how we can support our student population.
But will the students that used to be under this category Q, will there actually be funding put towards it? Because there is supposed to be funding to it, but it actually gets put into general coffers. And very often those students with learning challenges like dyslexia aren't being supported in the schools, and parents are having to go and pay out of their own pocket to have tutoring, just even for basic fundamental reading. They're not even getting that kind of help because the schools are so overloaded and there's not enough SEAs.
I would say that as we fund the schools with the basic funding that every school district is getting, along with that, the school districts also get the supplemental funding that has also increased over the years, and the focus is the student learning. Whatever every student who comes to the BC classrooms gets the support, gets the education that they deserve. We are really proud of the quality education that, especially the BC education system, which is considered one of the best in the world. And I would say that the supports, whatever they are needed, are being provided. The school districts are looking at all their student population and working like how to best support them. And ministry is there to support the school districts in doing that.
Well, I know a lot of parents would disagree with you on that, but thank you so much for your time, spending some time with us this morning. That is a positive, wonderful school year for everyone out there. That is Rachna Signh joining us. Thank you.
Thank you.